Have you ever wondered how a rough chunk of metal transforms into a sleek, polished masterpiece? It all comes down to one unsung hero in the metalworking world. The file. This simple tool has shaped everything from ancient swords to modern sculptures, and today we are diving deep into its story. Stick around because you are about to discover why files are the secret weapon every metalworker swears by. Welcome back to Objectified, the channel where everyday tools and objects get their moment in the spotlight. I am your host, and today we are exploring the role of files in metalwork. Files might not look glamorous, but they have been smoothing, shaping, and perfecting metal for centuries. From their humble beginnings to their modern-day innovations, we are uncovering why this tool deserves a place of honor in any workshop. Let us jump right in. Files have been around longer than you might expect. Archaeologists have found evidence of basic filing tools dating back to the Bronze Age, over 3,000 years ago. Early metalworkers in places like Egypt and Mesopotamia used stones with rough surfaces to grind down metal edges. By the Iron Age, humans figured out how to craft files from harder materials like iron, giving them the ability to shape tougher metals. These early files were crude, often just jagged metal strips, but they laid the groundwork for precision metalwork. Blacksmiths relied on them to sharpen blades, refine armor, and even create intricate jewelry. Without files, the metal tools and weapons that built ancient civilizations would have stayed rough and unreliable. The real breakthrough came in the Middle Ages. Craftsmen started cutting teeth into metal bars, making files more efficient. This was no easy task. Each tooth had to be chiseled by hand, a process that took hours of skilled labor. These medieval files turned metalworking into an art form, letting artisans sculpt details that were impossible before. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, and files got a major upgrade. Machines took over the tedious job of cutting teeth, producing files faster and with more consistency. Steel replaced iron as the material of choice, making files tougher and longer lasting. Different patterns emerged too, like single-cut files for smooth finishes and double-cut files for aggressive material removal. Suddenly, files were not just for blacksmiths. Factories churned out metal parts for steam engines, railways, and ships, all refined with the help of files. In the 20th century, innovation kicked into high gear. Diamond-coated files hit the scene, capable of tackling the hardest metals like titanium and stainless steel. Today, you can find files with ergonomic handles, specialized shapes, and even files designed for specific tasks like automotive repair or jewelry making. CNC machines and 3D printing have not replaced files either. Metalworkers still reach for them to add that human touch, smoothing edges, deburring parts, or tweaking a prototype by hand. Files have evolved, but their core purpose remains unchanged. Files are more than just tools. They are symbols of craftsmanship. In Japan, swordsmiths have used files for centuries to perfect katanas, a process so revered it is tied to the nation's cultural identity. Each stroke of the file refines the blade's edge and reflects the smith's dedication. In Europe, files played a starring role during the Renaissance, helping artisans craft ornate armor and delicate clockwork. Even today, files hold a special place in metalworking traditions. Watch a sculptor at work, and you will see them filing down welds or shaping curves with a focus that feels almost meditative. Files also bridge the gap between past and present. While power tools dominate modern workshops, the file keeps that old-school spirit alive. It is a reminder that skill and patience can still compete with technology. Across cultures, files represent the human ability to take something rough and make it extraordinary. Ready for some wild tidbits? Did you know files inspired an unusual musical instrument? The musical saw, played with a bow, evolved from metalworkers experimenting with thin, filed-down blades. Its eerie sound has popped up in everything from horror movies to classical concerts. Here is another one. The largest file ever made was over 12 feet long. Crafted as a publicity stunt in the 19th century, It was impractical, but proved how iconic this tool had become. Files have quirky nicknames too. Metalworkers call them the devil's toothbrush because of their jagged teeth. And get this, filing metal by hand burns about 300 calories an hour. It is a workout and a craft rolled into one. Oh, and if you ever wondered why files only cut in one direction, it is because their teeth are angled forward. Push them backward and they just slide, useless but intentional. So, what is the big takeaway? Files are the quiet MVPs of metalwork. They have been shaping history, evolving with the times, and holding their own in a world of high-tech tools. Whether it is a swordsmith honing a blade or a sculptor perfecting a curve, files bring precision and personality to metal. They prove that sometimes the simplest tools have the deepest impact. If you enjoyed this deep dive into files, hit that like button and subscribe to Objectified for more stories about the tools that shape our world. Drop a comment below. Have you ever used a file? Or is there another tool you want us to cover? Let us know. Thanks for joining me today on Objectified. We'll be back soon with another object worth celebrating. Until then, keep exploring the world around you one tool at a time. See you next time.